Colin, and today we are analyzing the left shoulder and elbow joints during the movement of a golf swing. The swing can be broken down into three parts: the backswing, the downswing, and the follow-through. What we see here is a slowed but still fluid movement through all three portions of the swing. The movement is the backswing. The backswing begins with the left arm slightly adducted and the forearm completely extended. First movement at the shoulder is adduction of the arm. The primary agonist is the pec major, coracobrachialis, and anterior deltoid, all concentrically contracting. The primary antagonist is gravity and the weight of the golf club, both acting as outside forces. In addition, the posterior deltoid and middle deltoid are passively lengthening. As the left hand moves past the right leg, we see the arm at the shoulder begin to medially rotate 90 degrees as the forearm is along for the ride. This results in the hand going from a neutral grip to a pronated grip. The primary agonist is the subscapularis, latissimus dorsi, pec major, and anterior deltoid, and the primary antagonist is the weight of the club as an outside force. The posterior deltoid, supraspinatus, infraspinatus, and teres minor are all passively lengthening. Returning to the start of the backswing, we notice that the left elbow is completely locked and maintaining a straight forearm. The primary agonist of this isometric contraction is the triceps brachii group. The primary antagonist in this movement is the biceps brachii. As we continue through the backswing, you will notice that the forearm maintains the extended position the entire way through. The backswing occurs once the left arm moves about 100 to 110 degrees from the original beginning position. We can notice that the left arm is now 10-20 degrees past parallel to the ground. This is how we know we've reached the top of the backswing and can initiate our downswing. The second portion of the golf swing is the downswing. The downswing begins where the end of the backswing occurred. The first movement during the downswing is at the shoulder. It is essentially the exact opposite of the backswing. This allows the club to maintain the same path and ensures that we get the golf club square so we can hit the ball straight. The first movement is abduction at the shoulder. The primary agonist in this movement is the middle deltoid, posterior deltoid, both concentrically contracting. The primary antagonist in this movement is the anterior deltoid, pec major, and coracobrachialis, which are all passively lengthening. The weight of the club and gravity are now agonists as well, as we are accelerating towards the golf ball. This abduction continues through the entire downswing. The second movement that occurs in the downswing at the shoulder is lateral rotation. Lateral rotation is initiated just before the left hand crosses in front of the right leg. The primary agonist is the posterior deltoid, supraspinatus, infraspinatus, and teres minor. The primary antagonists is the pec major, lats, subscapularis, and anterior deltoid, all passively lengthening. To the elbow, we once again notice that the left forearm maintains the completely extended position. The agonists again are the triceps brachii, isometrically contracting. However, the antagonist has changed. In addition to the biceps brachii group, because the left arm is now beginning to accelerate, the force created from the acceleration would lead to elbow flexion. Thus, it is an external force antagonist. The downswing ends when the club head strikes the ball. The left arm is now perpendicular to the ground, and the left forearm is completely extended. The downswing ends upon impact of the ball. This is where we begin the third and final movement, the follow-through. This is where we will begin eccentrically contracting muscles to slow down the swing. We will start at the left shoulder. The left arm begins to slow down once the hands cross in front of the left leg. At this point, we begin the eccentric portion. The shoulder continues in the abductive motion. However, we are slowing it down, so the agonist is the inertia of the golf swing generated from the downswing, and the antagonists are the pec major, anterior deltoid, and coracobrachialis, all eccentrically contracting. Abduction continues through the golf swing and ends once the left arm becomes parallel with the ground and abducted away from the body at about 90 degrees. The left shoulder again is laterally rotating just after the left arm crosses in front of the left leg. The primary agonist is the posterior deltoid supraspinatus, infraspinatus, and teres minor. The primary antagonists are the anterior deltoid and subscapularis. Lateral rotation is completed in a very short time, just after the club strikes the ball. The elbow during the downswing remains straight and utilizes the same muscles as mentioned in the downswing. However, as the golf club becomes parallel to the ground, the left elbow allows flexion of the forearm. This movement is eccentric, thus meaning that the primary agonist is the force generated from the golf swing as an outside force, and the primary antagonists are still the triceps brachii, this time eccentrically contracting. The elbow continues to flex until roughly 100 to 110 degrees, in which case the movement is completed. This angle better shows the lateral rotation of the shoulder and flexion of the elbow upon the completion of the follow-through. Again, the full motion in slow motion and at full speed.